Good evening, good evening. How was everybody lunch? Was it good? Mine was good too.
And
That's what it is. It's always gonna be good. So, sometimes we gotta take a break from, encouraging the right people and then go back to how it all began to why things transpired the way that it did in your life or the people lives that's around you, right? But the case of it is, and scenario of it is that, and you know, the way that they operate is like black magic. I don't know nothing about no black magic, but I do know when black magic is being done because I've seen it and I've been around it. And I'm just telling the people that you think you're gonna get away with what you did to me. I know each and every last one of you. I'm just waiting on you to come and apologize and say what you did. But if you don't apologize, it's still okay. So you can keep trying to hide. You can keep trying to run for what you did. And then how many years that y'all been doing it? And you wonder why them people you had to go dress up. You wonder why you had to go dress up. I'm telling you to your face why you had to go dress up. Just like you be having dreams and stuff like that, other people have dreams too. And when I tell you that I can see y'all in my energy, I can feel y'all in my energy because y'all don't want to let my energy go. That's why I can still see and feel you. For all the crimes that y'all committed against me, for all the back handed things that y'all did to me, for all the stuff that y'all think I don't know, I know about it. I've been knew about it. I just want to see how long y'all thought y'all was gonna get away with it. So, like I said, sometimes you have to take a break from encouraging the right people and encouraging the right people to keep going. And you have to turn back to those that threw the rocks and try to hide their hands. I still want to know who authorized that. Ain't nobody told me who authorized that yet. But I know who did. But it's okay. Because I'm going to calm it down because I know that it can trickle down to other things that, you know, but besides that point, if you know what you did and you think you got away with it, you can get away with it. It's just down that you in my game. You in my game now. Mm, mm, mm. And you know you in my game. You know you in my game. Yeah, you is. You can deny it all you want. You is in my game. It's my game now. And the way this game gonna go, the first one to tag the other person and go tell what they know, you will be the first one that I can say, Father, that was a good person. They returned to you. Because I am who I say I am. You know how many people done came and tried to take what's mine? Do you know how many? You weren't the first, and you ain't gonna probably be the last. But I promise you that, look where I'm at. Look. So, all I'm saying is, if you want to help yourself, go tell what you know. Because you in my game now. It ain't their game. It ain't their game no more, and they know it. Now, the thing about my game is, I give you a choice and I give you a will. I don't dangle little crumbs in front of your face and tell you to go stalk somebody, go and record somebody, go and make false allegations in courtrooms, lie and manipulate to the court system. I don't do that. I give you a choice and the will to live. You don't believe me? Go ask them that already done dressed up. Go and ask them. Go ask them. So like I say, sometimes you got to take a break from encouraging those that need the encouragement and doing the right things and talking good for those that need it, that needs the confidence, that needs people to be there for them, for people to be there and let them know that everything's going to be all right. Sometimes you got to take a break from that, y'all, and go back and tell them other ones, I see you. Don't think that you hiding. All right? And no, this ain't on none of that type. I'm just saying that for all you that was involved in my doing, go tell what you know. And I promise you, you'll be all right. But if you don't, it's still okay. You want to know how I know okay? Because those ones that did tell you to do what you did, they ain't okay. Them people sick. But they ain't gonna tell y'all that they sick. Them people bedridden right now. But they ain't gonna tell y'all that. They ain't gonna tell y'all. They ain't gonna tell y'all how sick they is. You know why? Because they don't want y'all to know that they messed up. Anyway, like I say, you gotta take a break sometime from encouraging people to go and talk to them who think that you don't know. But like I said, all you gotta do is mention my name. That's all you gotta do. Just mention my name. It ain't their game no more, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's my game now. Just mention my name. Anyway, we in 2 Corinthians chapter 2. The reason of Paul not coming unto them. But I determined this with myself, that I would not come again to you in heaviness. For if I make you sorry, who is he then that maketh me glad? But the same which is made sorry by me. And I wrote this same unto you all, lest then when I come, I should have sorrow from them, of whom I ought to rejoice, having confidence in you all that my joy is the joy of you all. Period. I'm going to start right there. That was chapter 2, 2 Corinthians. I read verse 1 through 3. Paul was just pretty much saying what Paul says to the church and to the people. You can go and check it out for yourself. I don't have many words today. I was just telling those who threw rocks and thinking they hiding their hand, who done devious things behind my back, thinking I don't know. Your time coming. You just on borrowed time. You know, like Let me tell you a revelation from 5 years ago. Then I'm gonna get out of here. Somebody told me one time, they say, hey, you know such and such dead, right? Unalive is what we say now. I say, no, how? When I can see this person like still alive. And so it took 5 years, and I just got the revelation last week. It took 5 years for this revelation to come, for me to realize what this person was saying. The person said the person was unalive or dead, but I can still see the person. So the person, I'm like, what do you mean that this person is dead? But now it took 5 years for the revelation to come to me, meaning that that person was spiritually dead, soully dead, and they were just waiting to die. That was the revelation. Last week came to me, and I said, wow, it took 5 years for me to understand that, because I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't looking for it until people started coming knocking at my door. And then once I started paying attention, I started realizing what that person meant. And it just wasn't just in that person. It's like in a lot of people. Like a lot of y'all already dead, like spiritually dead, soully dead. Y'all just waiting to die. How does that make you feel? You shouldn't sell your souls for $101, because that's what y'all did. Y'all sold y'all souls for $101. And you know how I know? Because I asked Father. I said, Father, all these people that came up against me, how much did they sell their souls for? He said $101. I said, but this right here supposed to be people that supposed to have more than me, that they're supposed to know more than me. So you mean to tell me that the $101 that they got in their pocket, the $101 that they got in the bank, that's what they sold their souls for? He said, son, sometimes people don't realize what's right in front of them. I said, oh God. They should have seen what was right in front of them. All right, always remember, God love you, Jesus love you, so do I. And don't forget that water.